Greetings, Special Centurions, and welcome, YouTube warriors, back to Dustland Delivery. In between episodes, I spent as much time as I needed faffing, adminning, and crafting everything I wanted to get sorted. And now, as you can see, the garrison are as upgraded as is realistically possible. They've got the best equipment that I can craft without taking years and years to try and get legendaries on everyone. But they've got good stats. They've got falcons for their increased focus. Yeah, we literally can't make them any more powerful than they are. Within reason, we could probably make them a bit more powerful if I wanted to, but it would take a lot longer and I can't be bothered to spend any more time on it than I already have. And obviously we've swapped out the garrison for the crewmates that we actually want to take with us and go adventuring with. So that's all sorted and done and dusted. Bright Hope is now producing shitloads of scrap for us, and in the bank we've got about 120,000 scrap just sitting there generating interest for us. So we are now as rich as we possibly need to be to finish the game. There's no reason to really do any more trading anymore. We can just drive around and do all the combat and battles and side missions and story missions and stuff like that we need to do to get the game finished. So yeah, we're reaching the end game now, which is super cool. We'll finally be able to dive into some of these ruins that have been lying around waiting for us to adventure into, and see that kind of late game content that we've all been craving. I did also spend some time in between episodes getting our faction with our faction relations, with Civitas up to as high as they can get to before they start degrading. So once they're above 40, they degrade down to 40. So I didn't get them higher than 40 because there wasn't any point to. And for some reason, even though I did get them up to that high, we're still not high enough to join the faction. So I have no idea how you're meant to actually join. Goodness knows what kind of relations you actually need to be able to do that. But it does mean that we should have enough faction relation to be able to come down or come up to Civitas and give recruiting Civitas for the rebellion against the army of the Republic another go. So we're going to do that in this episode. We're going to head up to Civitas, try and recruit them. If we can't, then we're just going to give up on them and not even try because I have no idea how to do it. And then we're going to come all the way around here and down here and come and hand in the secondary mission here. A strange hunter has asked you to help his village arrange a business deal with the syndicate. So we'll be doing that. Before we do anything though, this guy, once he's happy, I believe, let's just give him some tea and make him happy quickly. I believe he'll have high enough focus. He needs focus to be above 40. Happy. Yeah, his focus is now 43. So he has high enough focus to be able to go to River Bottom and take a look at that contract that they're offering us, the super long and what potentially could be a really difficult contract. So we're going to go and do that immediately. We're just going to drink some booze on everyone who needs it, just to get them calmed down a bit. Yeah, good. And we're gonna head out. First port of call, River Bottom. To pick up that ridiculous contract that seems really long and has a load of fine print on it that we haven't been able to read up until this point. Sharpshooter should be able to read it for us and tell us what the catch is, and then we can decide whether or not we want to do it. So, quick save. Store. Let's see if there's anything we can sell quickly while we're here, because we're actually running quite low on scrap at the moment because I put it all in the bank. Yeah, wood we can sell at 43.2. Upsell that. Dustwolves faction refuse. We don't need any more relations with Dustwolves. Tea leaves. Sell at 90. Yep. Sell 8 of them. Good. Coffee beans. Sell at 75.6. We'll sell 5 of them. And that's basically it. Oh, pre-full electronics they've got. So we can buy some stuff here if we want. Let's buy 4 tires. Get us up to 20. Buy some honey at 88. Don't need building materials. We'll pick up some more coffee because we're about to go into the ruins, so coffee could be useful. And then we will sell one pre-falls electronics to them to get all our money back, and then we carry on. Good. Check the bar, see if there's anything here of interest. Probably not. No. What's a huckster? Huckster. Foraging, apparently. He's a forager of some kind. Huh, weird. Oh well, whatever. Let's cancel that. Do we need... Yeah, we could do with an inn. Stay at the... We'll use clout to stay in the VIP suite because we've got 800 clout now, an insane amount of clout just sitting around, so why not? Might as well utilize it. Drop a save. Check out the big contract. Read the contract carefully. This we couldn't do earlier because our focus wasn't high enough, but now it is thanks to Sharpshooter. Let's see what the contract really says. Big score, causing me a headache. You spend a long while going through the contract, struggling to make sense of the dense legislese and convoluted logic. It'll take a lot of brain power to understand all this jargon. Wait, does this mean crew intellect higher than 30? Mind slicing your way through this obscurantist dojo? What the fuck is that? Obscurantist? Never heard of that word before. You come to realize what this contract is really saying. Perhaps the most concerning clause is the one where the syndicate reserves the right to interpret the completion status of the commission task, which means that there's nothing stopping them from claiming you didn't do the job right and screwing you out of your pay. There's not even mentioning the huge penalty fee for breach of contract. The contract also mentions additional obligations you may be asked to complete. Considering how unnecessarily detailed the rest of the contract is, the nature of these additional obligations is left alarmingly vague. The rest of the contract is completely incomprehensible. I've taken worse jobs. You can accept it. Or, phew, that was close. I almost got screwed. Abandoned task. Who knew there was such a civilized way to rob someone? You should take notes. Okay, so we gained a bunch of XP. Okay. So we basically just got XP for doing it and we didn't get screwed by the contract. So yeah, nothing major there, but something to do nonetheless. Right, let's go. Onwards to Civitas. Surprised we didn't beat the living shit out of the fucker who was offering the contract, but maybe we're in a forgiving mood. Bright Hope is our city. We just want to leave. Do some recon, trade, buy 40 ammo. I left all my ammo in Bright Hope, so we need to start stockpiling more of it, ready for when we go into the ruins, because we're going to need it when we head into the ruins. We're going to stock up on liquor because we're running quite low actually. At 198 we can get 8 of it. We'll bargain for that. We don't really need anything else. Do with a bit more wood, I suppose. 15.8. Yeah, we'll get 58 wood. Scarce items. We're actually running low on rations as well. We need to buy some more rations when we can. Honey, selling at 180. Salt, selling at 48. Sell all the salt. Ointment, selling at 240. You can sell 1. That's it. Abandoned tank, yeah, we'll search it thoroughly because it might have ammo in it. Yeah, bunch of ammo, nice. Onwards, chat. Onwards to the end of the game. So yeah, I have to be honest, I was a bit disappointed with the developers not getting back in touch. Like, they were all friendly and replying to emails quickly when they were asking me to stream their game for them and advertise it for free at the start when they first released it. And now that they've got what they wanted, they couldn't even be asked to reply to a single email just asking how you're supposed to progress beyond this point. And it's like they were basically just fucking used me to advertise their game, and then after that they couldn't care less about the relationship or any kind of future interaction, so just haven't bothered replying. They didn't reply on the Discord server, they didn't reply on the email that I sent them, and it's like they just couldn't care less now that they've got what they wanted. So that was really disappointing, but c'est la vie. I thought I was fostering a good relationship with them and not doing them a favor, but doing both of us a favor. Both of us were benefiting from a mutually beneficial arrangement and a good relationship, but obviously it was more a case of them just getting what they wanted from me and then not really giving a fuck thereafter. Well, what can we sell? We need to sell a bunch of stuff so we can buy all of the rations they have. 43.2. Sell that. Wood. 43.2 as well, but not as much. 26. Upsell that. Milk. Yeah, sell milk. 92. We can sell for 647. And now we can buy all of their rations. Bargain for their rations. Didn't work, unfortunately. Now we can sell pork. 92.4. Upsell that. Or charcoal cloth. And that's it. Okay, whatever. Leave city and move on. We are heading up to Civitas. Let's see if we can work out what the fuck we're supposed to do in Civitas to continue the storyline. Searched it thoroughly. The abandoned station. Scrap and rations, useful. Head up to the surface, see if we can do anything up here that would mitigate stress or anything useful. No, not really. We could come here and get rations. How are we doing on rations? 191. We could do with a few more. Yeah, again, we could come here and search for rations and head to here and search for rations. That would top us up quite nicely, and it's not far at all, so let's go. I broke up with Veteran. Oh, because we left her behind. Oh, yeah. I'm really starting to dislike Veteran. Yeah, make it official. Break up with her and then start disliking her immediately and just set a lifelong grudge. It's fucking funny. So we left Veteran behind. She was one of the garrison members. So I'm assuming we didn't appreciate the fact that she's no longer with us. Deep Valley Farm. Trade, negotiate, abundant items. Scarce items. Milk we can sell. 92.4. Confirm. Pork we can sell. 92.4. Upsell that. Take all their money. Abundant items, we don't care. It's now a dust storm, so we can't leave. That's fine, we were going to search anyway, so that'll take a couple of hours. Good, dust storm ends. $220 rations, that put us up by like 31 or something in total. Isn't great, but better than nothing. Dust storm, what's the forecast? 2 hours sunny, rest for a couple of hours. Move on. Oh, Friendo Farmo, this is where we got the side mission that we're trying to do now. Where the guy wants us to find... there's nothing here we want to buy. Can we sell anything? Honey we can sell. 180. He wants us to find somewhere that can procure food for him. Or that he can sell his goods to, even down below. So somewhere, some syndicate city we need to get to. 216 we can sell to. Search a bunch. Okay, let's head back underground. Then we'll admire the moon. Oh, it got cloudy, so we can only admire it once apparently. That sucks. Starting to dislike Machinist. No, he has to travel with us. Just get over it. Why do you guys dislike each other so much? Minus 84 and 100, really. Yeah, we'll visit the Oasis. Yeah, nice. Okay. Now it's snowing, really? In 1 hour, sunny. Yeah, fine. Just checking the trait points on everyone. This chick, she can get better stuff, right? No, she can't. She literally can't get anything. We're just saving up for good traits. Okay. Watch the sunrise, get rid of some stress. Head down from Mount Tynide Station, or Tyne Station. And onwards to Civitas. Again, no thank you. He has to travel with us, so I don't want you to have a grudge. Unless that does something beneficial, but I can't see it doing anything useful. Maybe they get like a friendly rivalry going or something if you make the grudge official, but I have no idea. Civitas. Store scarce items. Vegetables we can sell all 5. Tea leaves we can sell at 90. Upsell that. Rawhide we can sell all 5 presumably, not quite. 3 of them. Meds we can sell a bunch, or 1 even. Ointment we can probably sell 1. Yeah. We can sell 2. Wow. Okay, abundant items. Fuel, we definitely need fuel. We'll buy at 0.8 because we need so much of it. And we've got plenty of scrap, so bargain for that. Tires we don't need, we don't really need anything else. So yeah. We just went to the Oasis, so we don't need to rest. Everyone's fine. Let's drop a quick save and let's look around. Try to remember Civitas' whole deal. Find whoever's in charge. No, that's not right. It's gather intel. Figure it out later. No. Gather intel. Head to the bar. Ask the musician. Just vibe for a bit. You're here to work, damn it. Ask the musician. Get back to work. Ask the musician. Okay, so you can't ask the musician. Drunkard doesn't tell you stuff. Yeah, so we can't get anything more out of him. Let's ask the bartender. Any big changes in Civitas lately? Fighting between families. This is new, I think. Change? Sure, each day is crappier than the last. The bartender doesn't look up from polishing his glasses. Fighting between the families has been getting worse. Fighting between the families? Past few years were relatively peaceful, then they brought in a new Don, and they've been fighting like rats in a sack. A new Don? The bartender looks at you for a moment, something in his eyes finally shifts. Don't get me wrong, it's none of my business, but when you stand around here day in and out, you overhear things. What kind of things? Things, that's all. The bartender returns to his previous dead-eyed stupor. I don't know much about the fighting, doesn't happen around here anyway. He doesn't want to say any more, you just have to drop it. Fine, ask away, I probably know the answer, but whatever. How do I see the mayor? Got to get an invite. How do I get an invite? Okay. As you work the room asking questions, the music in the background comes to an end. The young musician leaves the stage and makes his way through the crowd towards you. Bravo! Okay, this is different. Maybe because our relations is higher, or maybe I missed something last time, but now this is changed. This is all new, so we've got a lead. That's something. What are you doing here? Thanks, says the musician with a smile. You're not from around here, are you? How did you know that? Since the moment you walked in, you've been going from person to person asking questions, he says, shooting you a knowing glance. That says to me you're a traveller, an adventurer of some kind. Uh-huh. He's not exactly right, but he's also not wrong either. You asked a lot of people. Did you get the intel you were looking for? Maybe I can help you out. Let's talk. The young man takes it upon himself to order you a drink. What's this guy's deal? Though he looks young, something about his self-assured manner and piercing deep blue eyes makes it impossible to resist his request. Though you're not sure what he wants, you tell the musician a little about your time on the road. But something about his reaction puzzles you. He seems almost like a wide-eyed child, asking question after question about the world outside the city. You tell him about Tyrannus, Metropole, and the other cities, and he sits in rapt attention. Seriously, what is this guy's deal? After a while, his eyelids begin to droop downward, as if deep in thought. But the next moment, he suddenly snaps back to his senses. Thank you, he says, offering you his hand to shake. Time for me to fulfill my promise. Your promise? You figure this is some kind of youthful joke. You didn't expect him to be serious. If you want to see the Don, you've got to go to City Hall, but you won't be able to get in. Just hang around outside for a bit, and a guy in a trench coat will come up to you. Tell him the maestro sent you. So you're the maestro. Guy in a trench coat, you think you remember someone like that? Guess the kid's not lying. Just as you're about to thank him, you hear hurried footsteps from outside the bar. Before you can shake his hand, the maestro suddenly flips the table and dives behind the bar. What the hell? Oh, Jesus. Piano man, an innocent man. Want him alive. You catch 3 words before the door bursts open. Group of trench-coated, fedora-wearing gentlemen rush in, and a panic ensues. Inter-family warfare? Oh, shit. Oh, we can fuck these guys up, no problem. Quick battle, Caught off guard, you reflexively return fire, but you're outgunned with no means of escaping the bar. You take cover behind the counter, but they've got you pinned down. If you could hazard a guess, these men are looking for the maestro, and they think you're his bodyguard. Seriously, what the hell is this guy's deal? A sudden burst of gunfire interrupts your train of thought. From behind the bar counter, you hear the sounds of an intense gunfight. The next moment, silence. You peek out from behind the counter and see another group of men in trench coats. And who the hell are these guys? Your apparent savior gets to work cleaning up the mess. You're surprised to see that their leader looks almost identical to the maestro next to you. You, maestro, what the hell is your deal? You've been spotted. Don, it's the Don, it's the consigliere and somebody... Consigliere? Consigliere? Not sure. And somebody from the army. What do you want me to do with them? You find yourself surrounded by trench-coated men toting submachine guns pointed at you, but not at the maestro. Run him out of town, says their leader. He really does look the spitting image of the maestro. Consider it a reward for keeping the peace. You're kidding. Now the president's got his dog sniffing around Civitas, huh? You're lucky you didn't get beaten to death in the street, sneers the Don. The trench-coated men escort you from the bar at gunpoint, but the maestro comes following behind you. He shoots them a single glance. They sigh and walk you back into the bar again. Consigliere? Sorry, says the maestro with a grin. Guess it's your turn to ask me questions. You're the Don's brother or something. What does it look like? He responds. I'm a son of one of the families, but I can't measure up to him in terms of experience, so he really is the Don. What the hell is going on? Yeah, what the hell is going on? What you just saw was a fight between the Ultras and the Holdouts, with me as the bait, and the Holdouts got taken hook, line, and sinker. The maestro seems utterly unflappable. The Holdouts have been wanting to take me hostage for a while now. Ultras? Holdouts? What are you talking about? Sorry, says the maestro with a grin. Guess it's your turn to ask me questions. Oh, okay. Ultras and holdouts. Ever since our father died, my brothers wanted to bring unity back to Civitas. Not just relying on Dad's reputation to keep people in line, but real unity, the kind that makes us strong. Okay, so what the fuck happened? When my brother became Don, he started merging operations with other families any way he could. That's what got the holdouts so pissed. But my brother's got a lot of young, angry ultras on his side, so we've got the upper hand. What's the point of all this? To break the chains that are holding Civitas down, comes a voice from behind the maestro, the Don. Since you're still here, I'd like you to pass a message on to the president, says the Don, speaking slowly and clearly to make his statement. So what do you do if the army comes? We will fight them in the industrial zones. We will fight them on the roads. We will fight them in the suburbs. And no matter the cost, we will never, ever surrender. With that, the Don turns and leaves. The maestro's still looking at you. From what you've told me, you don't seem the type to be the president's lapdog. If you want to join the fight against the president, come find me any time. How do I find you? The people of Civitas might not know what the Don looks like, but everybody knows where to find the maestro. By the look of it, there's no way you're going to complete the president's request, but he probably already expected that. Better go report back. Task completed. Main story, Civitas taxes. Okay, there we go. So that's the mission for the taxes done. Let's drop a save. I don't care about that. I don't care about the president's taxes. I don't care that we failed. I'm here to recruit Civitas for our revolution. So let's try that. Recruit Civitas. United Front, Civitas. You have returned to Civitas. It doesn't take you long to find the maestro. You tell him why you're here. 10 minutes later, you're brought in front of the Don. We have a plan. The Prules barely know which end of a rifle is the right one, and they think they can take down the army of the Republic. Before you can respond, the Don has already started poking holes in your plan. The only thing that can stop an army is another army. The Prules should stick to hauling supplies. So, are you with us or not? The Don's eyes widen. You gulp nervously in response. Then he closes his eyes and starts pondering. Hey, Maestro, he says to his younger brother. Got a job for you. You're heading to Tyrannus on behalf of the Civitas militia. Get the word out. Civitas is going to war. We're taking on the army of the Republic, either with Tyrannus or without them. Looking forward to working with you. Oh, that was easy. Okay, we didn't need to do anything for him, or twist his arm, or blackmail him, or convince him in any way whatsoever. He was just like, yeah, fuck it, we'll go to war. Why not? Okay, good. So that sorts that out. I don't know how, but somehow we just managed to do what we failed to do last time we were here. Whatever. Let's go to this next place and see if there's anything worth searching above ground once we get there. Sketchy convoy. Get ready for a fight. Bandit attack. The Dustlands are infested with roving gangs of bandits always hunting for prey. You currently have the misfortune of being the aforementioned prey. Let's get ready for a fight. Now that I've got a full crew with full gear, I'm ready to actually do combat engagements. So let's get ready for a fight. Oh, is that it? 25 to 85. That's easy. We'll hack them up and hopefully we'll get human meat. Yeah, human flesh. Okay, we want to start collecting human flesh because down over here somewhere, I can't remember where it was. It may be up here, I think. It may be in Smashburg, but there's some, or it might be Remedia. I can't remember. Oh yeah, it's Remedia. Yeah, if you head to Remedia, there's a clinic there where if you hand in like 9 chunks of human flesh, you can get someone to join your crew. So I want to do that. I want to find out who the person who joins our crew is. I want to see if they're like a really powerful crew member or trucker of some kind. Then we can replace this puppet, because this puppet's not that great. She's got good defense, but her focus is really low. 18 isn't high, it's about average actually. And her attack is really low. So I want to replace her as soon as I can. The good thing about her is she's got no appetite. Her appetite is literally 0. So I've given her an attack dog, which increases her appetite by 5, yes. So she has 5 appetite, but then it like doubles or triples her attack. So now she's got 41 attack rather than just like 11 or whatever it would be without the attack dog. So that is the benefit of having the puppet. Again, just checking trait points. This guy's got 5. Yeah, the robot has 5. We can now give him a random good trait. Faithful, no. Stunning, no. Heavy drinker, yes, we want heavy drinker. That's really useful. Unfortunately, he got nightmares with it. Sleeping increases stress. So we need to now use the other 3 traits, other 3 trait points to get rid of the random bad trait. And now he just gets heavy drinker. So that's good. 2 on you, 4 on you, 2 on you. Okay, let's keep going. Heavy drinker's a really good trait to get because it really reduces stress when you drink alcohol. Like when you have heavy drinker, if they've got a full stress bar of 500, you only need to drink a fruit wine, and that takes them down to like where he is now, and then they stay drunk and it goes down even lower. So it's a really good way of getting rid of stress, having a heavy drinker drink alcohol. And then they don't stay drunk for very long either because they sober up really quickly. So that's really useful. Let's head up, see whereabouts we are on the map, and see if there's anything nearby that we can do. Oh, I see. So this is where we were, and we've just come up to just here. Rations here we could do with going and picking up. A landfill we could do with searching. And a petrol station we could do with picking up fuel on. So we're just going to do a quick trip around like this and then carry on. Let's go. Supply cache. X marks the spot for a treasure trove. Yeah, nothing really worth doing. Everyone admire the moon. You have arrived in Winterhold Farm, surrounded by pine forest. This farm's owner is proud of her ability to keep bees in cold weather. Yeah, everybody been here. Okay. Trade, abundant items. We're going to buy all the rations they have. Bargain for them. Good. And then we're just going to... Oh, we want chicken as well, actually. I'm going to bargain for all the chicken they have. Scarce items, we're going to sell pork. Oh no, pork and chicken are basically the same. We'll sell 1 ointment. We just made her fucking rich, chat. We just come and drop 10k in her store and then walk off, and she's like, damn. Gonna upgrade the farm now. So you got 75 chicken, 17 pork. What we need now is herbs and spices, or whatever it is. You combine spices with pork or chicken and you get these skewers. And these skewers are really good at balancing food and stress relief. Gives you 44 stress relief per 100 for hunger, which is actually really fucking good. Why are these on different separate piles? Normal salt roasted skewers, normal salt roasted skewers. That should be 225 in one stack. Why are they split? That's weird. Huh, dunno. Very, very bizarre. Oh well, whatever. Right, anything else in the city? No, salvage level 0. Okay, let's get out of here. Let's head up to here. People are getting stressed. We need to admire the sunset when we can. Watch the sunset in a moment. Good, and then hopefully we can admire the moon. Good, that got rid of a load of stress on people. Muddy landfill. Search carefully. Search carefully. Quick battle. Search carefully again. Stock up on stuff that we're going to need at some point to upgrade our equipment. And we head over to here to get fuel. Train camp, do some recon. You spot all kinds of weapons and a bunch of dead bodies lying around. These guys seem like bad news. Attack! Quick battle that because we can. Take the human meat. Human flesh ×2, brilliant. Let's keep moving. Got a bunch of stuff from killing them, that was cool. Yeah, we're just heading to here to get fuel. Supply cache. Industrial complex. Bread, energy bar, ham, pre-fall electronics. This produces pre-fall electronics, blimey. That's cool. Forecast. We don't need water, we've got plenty of it, so let's not stop. Let's just keep moving. Breaker Mountains gas station. You have arrived in Breaker Mountains gas station. The Breaker Mountains once had far greater numbers of infected and were far more dangerous than they are now. As infected gradually gather in the area surrounding Aspire Farm, this gas station has begun to take serious precautions when trading with outsiders. First time we've been here, but it's fine. What can we sell? Chicken we can sell, but I want to keep it. Beer, we want to keep. Okay, never mind. Abundant items, fuel. That's 0.8. We should be able to get enough. Yeah, we can bargain for that. Good. And now we're just going to search. Quick battle. Search again. And search once more. Getting lots of fuel. Good. Okay. Map, reset. And now we're just going to head back to the underground. Okay, we doubled the amount of fuel we had. That's good. Oh, this chick's stressed. She's gonna stress out in a minute and blow something up. Let's. Who's got good relations with her? No one yet. She needs to drink some booze in that case. Drink some liquor. Infected swarm. Let's fight it. No, let's flee. Fuck it. I'm not going to get cocky. We could fight it, but it could be dangerous. It depends if there are heavy rain in an hour. We're going through a swamp, so I will definitely stop and collect rainwater. Might as well while it's heavy rain. Heavy rain. Heavy rain. What's the forecast? 6 hours. Okay, we'll take 6 hours of heavy rain. Move on. This guy needs fuel to stock up, fill up, fuel up, whatever. Sounds just like machinists. Tough shit. Get over it. Why do they dislike each other? They have like traits that are incompatible or something. Opinions. Characters' opinions of people, places, and events. Click characters in the opinions tab. See more information about their relationship. You dislike machinists a little. Why do I dislike him so much? Oh, something else that I've just remembered this moment. Someone left a comment on one of the previous videos suggesting we use minus bad traits, books, to try and get rid of the half-blind trait. But I don't think it's possible, to be honest, just looking at it. Because normally negative traits are red. Positive traits are green, negative traits are red. And because these aren't red... Yeah, because these aren't red, they're like white. I don't think we can actually get rid of them. No bad traits to remove. Yeah, okay. So that was a good suggestion. I appreciate you trying, but unfortunately, no, we are unable to get rid of the half-blind trait. It is set for life now because we've lost an eye. Arrive and secure upon station. Let's head down. Onwards to North Depot. Wait, hang on. What? What's it doing? No, go around. Yeah, go to that. Where's our next? Oh, there's a bank there. Our next bar isn't for a while, so we're going to need to wait until we get out of this area. We're going to have to wait till we get to about here and then set up camp because everyone's exhausted. Well, we can do it now, actually. So this guy can drink a fruit wine. This guy needs a liquor. This guy needs some liquor. And that's it. And we're going to set up camp and sleep. And keep moving. Drop a quick save. Search it thoroughly. Always search thoroughly because you find good stuff. Yep. How's our rations doing now, actually? 360. Nice. Nice. North Depot. You have arrived in North Depot. This depot is said to be a place where pre-fallers hoarded emergency supplies. It was eventually discovered by a Merc company from up north who kept it as their secret strategic reserve. Not long ago, though, the company broke out into a protracted power struggle, and the new leader pissed off a lot of important people in his fight to the top. Knowing that he's unlikely to stay a top dog for long, the new leader of the Mercs has decided to cash out and leave the life. To that end, he's opened the depot up to the wider world, selling important supplies like rations, books, liquor, and more. Cool, we need all that stuff, so let's buy it. Rations, we will buy... No, we can't yet, we need to sell stuff first. Scarce items, thread, sell at 75.6. Upsell that. Milsec, I refuse. Don't want to let anyone get in the way of that sale. 43.2. Yeah, just sell 7. Pork. We want to keep pork, actually. Cloth, seasoning, bread, leather. Definitely want to sell leather. 281, 288. Oh, it goes down immediately. So let's go up to just the max. Confirm that. Right. Abundant items. Books we don't need. Liquor we don't need. Clothing we don't need. It's just rations. We buy all the rations we can. Let's bargain. Can't afford it. Ah, oh, come on. Even if we bargain. Okay, so let's go to 5. Bargain that. Nice. Caravan from Otakura has arrived in Bright Hope. caravan has 2,800 scrap. Let's see what we can sell to them for it. Building materials. We don't need 53 building materials, that's for certain. Yeah, we'll sell that. Perfect. They've got no scrap left. We've got all the scrap in our city. This is what I mean. It's just creating a reserve of cash, or basically scrap, that we can just pick up whenever we need to. Whenever we go back to the city, we can pick up like 10,000 scrap. So we don't need to worry about money anymore because, like I said, we've got like 120,000 sitting in the bank, which we can draw out whenever we need to. And we also have constant scrap being made by the city. So yeah, we've got enough of an income now that we don't really need to trade anymore, and we can just focus on all the combat and storylines of the game, which is really cool. For liquor, good. 466 rations, baby. Do some recon, supplies and travel gear, trade with them. We will buy ammo, so we can stock up our ammo a bit. And then on top of the scrap that Bright Hope makes from every caravan that passes through, we've also got a trade agreement with Syndicate. Every single week we get 2,300 scrap from trading with the Syndicate city. So we get clout and scrap randomly like that. So it's just sitting there stockpiling money for us from whenever we need to grab it. We're not going to rob them because that lowers your virtue. We are just going to chat with them. We'll go cooking and try and get some recipe tea braised game. Cool. Oh, hey, this is new. Bank manager. We've never been able to talk to the bank manager before. I wonder what that's about. Let's find out. Bank manager. Classy joint, eh? This bank branch is unlike any you've seen in the Dustlands. It's elegantly appointed, more like a private study than a bank, and the air smells faintly of earthy wine and old books. The apparent manager here is leaned back in his chair, a vintage hardcover in one hand, a glass of red in the other. Though you could conduct typical bank business here, you think this guy might be interesting to talk to. Chat with the manager. When he hears that you're not here for business, the manager cheerfully invites you to sit with him. A pleasure to meet you, he says, pouring you a glass. Remote as this place is, I so rarely get visitors, and it's even rarer that they have the time to stay and chat. Do you run this place by yourself, you ask? I do, and even then we're overstaffed. He chuckles. We don't get much business out in the middle of nowhere, not that I mind. It leaves me plenty of time for other pursuits, fishing, sailing, reading, and of course, drinking. Fair enough. It's rare to find such a quiet and peaceful place in the Dustlands. Too rare, I'd say. The manager shakes his head ruefully. You're a traveller, yes? I imagine you don't often get a chance to relax. Stay as long as you like. A bit of reading and relaxation does the mind good. I brought you something to drink, requires 10 liquor. I brought you something to read, requires books 20. I brought some scrap. Let's go with the liquor. I brought you something to drink. Lovely, I'll enjoy this thoroughly, but it would be a shame me not to repay your thoughtfulness. I've amassed quite a collection of books during my time here. Feel free to take a few off the shelves. I've already read them all. So he acquired 30 books and lost 10 liquor. Okay. So if we give him 20 books, do we get something? Do we get liquor instead? Let's try. So we give him the books. Oh, I don't think I've read this one before. You have my thanks. Actually, the title reminds me of something else I once read. You and the mayor discuss the things you've read over the few glasses of wine. He's quite knowledgeable, and you feel like you've learned something just from talking with him. Out with the old. Select a character to remove a trait from. Can we remove blindness? Oh, no, okay. Never mind. Oh, okay, so whenever you do this, that's cool as shit. So you can come to this branch whenever you need to and remove a negative trait just by giving him 20 books. Okay, cool. So let's level everyone up, and then we can remove any negative traits that they get. So level up on me, random good trait. Okay, stunning, full of beans, heavy sleeper, sleeping reduces much more fatigue, full of beans. Yeah, we want full of beans, definitely. And then we will get rid of troublemaker using this guy. Confirm, machinist, troublemaker, lost troublemaker. Nice, that's so cool. Okay. We can do this on the machinist as well. Inedia, greatly increase hunger limit, or X-Racer, driving speed plus 10. I don't care about the hunger limit because we've got plenty of food, so we'll take X-Racer. Now he's awkward as well, though. Conversations happen much less often when there's characters in your crew. That I don't mind so much, but since we're here, we might as well spend the books to get rid of it. Get rid of awkward. Perfect. I wonder what you get for giving him 1,000 scrap. We should probably get our interest. Let's deposit and withdrawal. Withdraw. 5,728 interest accrued. So withdraw 5,000 of it, let's say. And that's going to take forever. I wish you could just type a number in. That would be much more handy. Rather than trying to use a slider. There we go, 5,000. Minus 10. Minus 6. Confirm. Confirm. Okay. So now we've got 5k. Let's just... Oh, we'll finish doing this quickly first. He's only got 2 attributes, so he can't get a positive one. 3 on Warhorse, so let's give him a good trait. Silver Tongue, haggling success rate could be useful. Faithful, we don't care. Chatterbox, we don't care. Alright, we'll get Silver Tongue. Oh, I forgot he had new driver. Alright, let's get rid of new driver on him then. We can get rid of both. Actually, fuck it, let's just get rid of both on him. Something to read. Warhorse, new driver, get rid of that. Warhorse, awkward, get rid of that. See you later. Actually, with 2 attribute points, I can get another good trait, can't I? Let's do that. Homophile. Gain stress more slowly when a truck of the same gender is in your crew. That could be useful. Foodie. Eating reduces stress. I don't need that. I don't need foodie because I've already got heavy drinker, so I'll take homophile. Good. 2 points on Enigma. He can get another good trait. Full of beans. Happy-go-lucky. Greatly increased stress limit. Stunning. I'd much rather have the increased fatigue limit, to be honest. Stress is something we can get rid of very easily just by drinking, eating, sleeping, whatever. Whereas if we have full of beans, then they can drive for longer. So we'll get full of beans and get rid of parched on him. Enigma. Parched. Good. See you later. Warhorse only has 1. Right. Sharpshooter can get another one. X-Racer, Lucid Dreamer. Ooh, sleeping greatly reducing stress could be useful. But X-Race is more useful. Driving speed, much more useful. We'll take that. We'll get rid of Teetotaler. Sharpshooter, get rid of Teetotaler. Good. This chick should have a... Oh, she's got 5. That means you can get 2 random traits. Happy-go-lucky, greatly increased stress limit. Yes, please. Another one. Nibbler, monogamist. No. Town mouse. No. Nibbler. I guess we'll take Nibbler, so increase hunger limit. And then we'll get rid of city slicker. Puppet. City slicker. See you later. Good. This guy can have one as well. Random good trait. Happy-go-lucky, probably. Yeah, happy-go-lucky. Greatly increased stress limit. Get rid of pacifist on him. Instructor pacifist. Gone. And then finally the robot only has one, so he can't get one, unfortunately. Okay, let's see what we get for giving him scrap. Well, I suppose you come to the right place. This is a bank, after all. If your scrap is getting too heavy, I'd be happy to exchange it for something more portable. Oh, 1,000 scrap for 100 creds. Ah, nice. That's really good. That's 1 to 10 ratio. That's really good. So this is a good place to change all our scrap to creds. If we need to. We don't really need to because we've got scrap in the bank. We've got creds. That's fine. In fact, I will convert the last 4,000 scrap we have into creds. Yeah, just to level up our creds, just in case we need it at some point. In case we need a lot of creds at some point, credits at some point in the game. We've now got 600 we're sitting on in the bank. So that's useful just to do in general while we're here. Awesome. That is super cool. Okay, now we can carry on to the next city. That was definitely a good trip. Definitely worthwhile. How many books do we have now left actually after that? We still got 140 books after all that book learning. Awesome. Oh, sick. Another core. Really useful. We don't have any now. We've only got one, yeah. So I need to accrue more cores so then we can upgrade the truck. Keep upgrading the truck. We've got enough scrap to do it. We just need more cores. And you just find them randomly dotted around the wilderness. So, yeah, it's good to find another one. Search the crates thoroughly. 26 ammo. Good. Grey Screen. You have arrived in Grey Screen. This small but beautiful settlement is located in a cavern of solid rock deep within a cave system. Though there are dangerous ruins nearby, the complexity of the cave system makes it difficult for either infected or other survivors to attack, allowing the residents of Grey Screen to live in relative peace. The town is home to many workshops producing all kinds of food. Awesome. We need food. Abundant items. Oh. Not the food we need. Okay, whatever. Scarce items. Spices is what we need to be able to cook with the pork and chicken that we've got. Rubber we can sell. 43.2. Yeah, we'll sell 13. Honey we can sell. 180. Rawhide we can sell. Ointment we can sell. That stocks up our scrap a little bit, but that's about it. Nothing else important here. Onwards to Bacchanal. Hey, what the fuck? Leave. Carry on. Thank you. Stray doggy, eh? Can we adopt it? No, the doggy refuses the food and runs away. Little fuck! Our truck's about to overheat, but it's fine. We are now in Bacchanal. You've arrived in Bacchanal, a private wine cellar before the fall. Bacchanal houses countless priceless bottles. Oh, interesting. After the fall, the owner of the cellar used it as a shelter for herself and her family. Later, after the tragic loss of her son, the owner set out to explore the new world being built underground. During her travels, she found that civilization was beginning to slowly recover from the fall. She realized that, even as old industries were rebuilt, The underground's production of alcohol couldn't even begin to keep up with demand. Recruiting a small army of brewers and vintners, she transformed her shelter into a modern brewery. Today, Bacchanal is known for producing large quantities of high-quality beer and fruit wines. Cool. Let's visit the store first. Scarce, abundant. Chicken, we've got plenty. Eggs, we've got plenty. Beer, we could do with stocking up. 101.2, we'll get 15. Cool. We could do with a bit more fruit wine. We probably don't have enough money for much. 100, and it goes up immediately, so never mind. Scarce items. Why do they want liquor? I'm supposed to make wine and beer with, but I'm not sure. Meds. We'll sell some meds. Just one meds, apparently. Yeah, one. Whatever. Bar. Drifter. He's not very good, is he? No. Let's check some of these deliveries that we can do. Tyrannus delivery. Whitehair Pond Station, 700 scrap. Not worth even looking at. Try and rip me off with your cheap ass. Delivery from here. 7k, that's what I'm talking about. Lupinek. Oh, there's no way to get to that above underground. You need to go above ground. Never mind. Alright, fuck it. We will stay in the nice VIP suite using Clout. We don't need to repair anything. We don't have money to upgrade. That's it. Let's leave the city. Oh, actually, we need to cool the engine. Engine temperature. Cool it with 9. And we head down to here next. Supply case is good as new. Brilliant. 500 scrap. Meh. I was hoping it'd be a bit more, but whatever. First encounter, lost weapons cache. Look for usable weapons. Yeah, look for usable weapons. Acquired a grenade. Nice. Who wants the grenade? Someone with decent focus. I think Sharpshooter has the best focus out of everyone now. You can equip the grenade. Nice. Very handy having a Granada. Granada de Fumaça! Whitehair Pond Station. Let's head up, see where about we are on the surface. See if there's anything around that we can get. Okay, there's a major city here, Taraxia. Super dangerous, but there's no need to go there. Apart from there's a core up there. Is that right? Ancient core, yeah. Could go grab that core, but it would be better to come from Mount Tyne Station, where we just were. We could literally just come straight to there and then straight back. I'm surprised I didn't notice that earlier, actually. So we'll do that on the way back. When we go through Mount Tyne Station, we'll come upstairs. We'll probably have to return to here anyway. So you hand in the secondary part of the quest, or the side mission, I should say, that we're on. So when we do, we'll pop out here and grab the core and then pop back. Anyway, down here, there's really nothing of interest. Fuel cache, supply cache, gas station. Yeah, there's nothing. Oh, there's a question mark there, though. Side story, Legendary Merman. I definitely want to check that out at some point. The Legendary Merman. We'll probably do it. Oh, there's a core here as well. We'll do it from here. We'll do it from the Korax Mountain Station. So let's head down and let's see where Korax Mountain Station is. Should be here somewhere. Korax Mountain Station, yeah. So when we go to Korax, we'll go above ground and then we'll go collect that core and also do the Merman, Legendary Merman mission. Or side mission or question mark or whatever you want to call it. Right, what have we got here? Honey, tea and cloth, water rations. Not worth going to Sweet Steep. Well, actually, it might be. There might be a mission there. Let's just pop into Sweet Steep quickly, see if there's any side quests that we can do there. You have arrived in Sweet Steep. The people of Sweet Steep produces a famous drink from scarce honey and tea. The drink doesn't spoil or lose its flavour even after many days on the road. Locals say stay mum about that. Okay, stay mum means they don't give information away. Locals stay mum about why their drink doesn't spoil, though legend has it that they use a preservative made with mucus extracted from the infected. Fucking gross. Alright, we don't want any of their drink then, basically. Abundant items, honey, tea, cloth, yeah. Scarce items. Tea leaves we can sell at 90. We can sell 5, confirm. Rubber we can sell all 8, good. Eggs we can sell 92.6, 0.4. And sell 4 eggs, and that's basically it. Don't want anything else from here. Let's go. There isn't any side missions. Let's come here, see if there's any side missions in the old Centralia, and then we'll head to the Syndicate town and hand in the mission, and then I'll probably end the episode there, guys, because we're coming up to an hour and a half. Yeah, by then we'll be about an hour and a half, and that's definitely long enough for an episode. Search thoroughly. Rations and scrap, good. Robot needs a refuel. Looks like the Syndicate used this place as a storage depot. Can't figure out why it's been abandoned. 4 liquor, good. How's our liquor stocks doing? 13 now, even though we sold 10. Or not sold, we gave 10 to the bank manager and got a load of books in return. That's fine. Do some recon. All kinds of weapons. Yeah, awesome. Attack them. Fuck them up with a quick battle. Collect the meat. Human flesh times 4. Fuck yeah. How much human flesh do we have now? 7. I think we need 10 to be able to do the exchange human meat for a crew member thing. So yeah, we're almost at what we need, which is awesome. Old Centralia. You have arrived in Old Centralia, a large subway station beneath this region's pre-fall capital city. Due to its relatively defensible location, many groups of survivors from the surface flocked here, seeking out a safe haven. So many people competing for such a limited space inevitably resulted in violent conflict. In addition, it's been picked clean of pre-fall relics. Okay, nice. So we've got something to do here. Repair shop, library, and store. Let's go to the store first. Abundant items, good. We can get fuel if we need. Let's sell some stuff first. Excellent. They take jewelry. So, sell coffee beans. 75.6, isn't it? 75.6, yeah. We'll sell 13. Clothing, they take as well, and we've got loads. 624, we'll sell 2 and upsell rather than... No, we'll sell 3 and upsell. Nice, there goes all that money. Now we buy a load of fuel at 0.8. Oops. .8, bargain with that for 1,000, good. And then books we need to stock up on again at 4.4. We can't get many, but whatever. 33 books. Rations we'll buy. We won't buy the locks, it's a waste of money. Well, actually they take jewelry, right? So yeah, we'll take 105 rations. Nice. Now we'll sell jewelry to them to get all our money back. We'll sell 5 jewelry and upsell it. Absolutely rinsed and chat. We got all of the fucking books, all of the fuel, all of the rations, all of everything we needed. Left them with absolutely no money. Perfect. Right. Let's check the bar for any deliveries we can do. Convectio. No, that place is... Oh, yeah, no, that's down without a road leading to it. Never mind. Delivery for the Dust Wolves. Road Construction Bureau needs 300 ore to the Frostbite branch. Okay, no road leading to that either, so never mind. Delivery for this photographer. Mount Wistful Station. Again, no road leading to it. Until we can build our own roads, until we have enough survey data to build our own roads, we're just going to have to avoid delivery missions that go to places without road. Schistville wants stuff. Schistville is there. We'll be going back there at some point. What's the time limit? 137 days with 7,000 scrap. We'll do that, definitely. No problem. Delivery for Sentry. Rat Splats for 5,000, provided by the client. We can do that as well. Good. Attendant. Delivery. Shrimp Haven. Shrimp Heaven? Shrimp Haven? Shrimp Heaven. No road leading to it. And then finally the pilot. Eolus Mountain Station. Okay, that's only there, but it's not very long, and the pay isn't very good, so forget that. And there's one more actually. Service unit, delivery. Bundle up. Bundle up, no road leading to it, so never mind. Okay, check the inn, stay at the VIP suite using clout. Drop a quick save, and let's see what this human resources thing is all about. Actually, it's only food that doesn't have auto eat on it off. Nope, just the 500 rations. Good. I'm actually going to cook up the rations while we're here. We're going to go to the inn, use the inn kitchen, and we're going to cook 500 rations all at once, chat. Kablamo! I think I broke the game. No, it took a while to register that I wanted to cook 500 rations. Awesome. Okay, so we've now got like 500 cooked rations, which means that they no longer give us stress when we eat them. So that's really fucking good. Okay. Right, human resources. What's that about? Human resources. In the heart of the city, you find a nondescript building with a sign that reads Human Resources Department. Take a look. Human Resources Trade. Hey there, need an extra hand? You've come to the right place. You're greeted by a man wearing a slick suit and a slicker smile. Our human resources are second to none. You won't find better quality anywhere else. Examine the room. It's hard not to notice the pitch-dark room behind the receptionist. Listening in, you think you hear the sound of clanging metal, perhaps chains knocking against cages. Oh. Tell me more. What else is there to tell? You give us scrap, we give you a worker. 1 per customer, I'm afraid. Human resources don't grow on trees. 2,000 scrap. So you're selling slaves, are you, you fuckers? No matter how polite language he couches it in, you've met enough slavers in the Dustland to know what this is. Confirm. Slave? He sounds out the word as if he's never heard it before. Slave? No. These are valued employees. I mean, really, what year do you live in? He scoffs. Such an antiquated mindset. These people were in financial trouble, entirely their own fault, I assure you. So we've offered to help them out. It's all very above board. We sign a contract with every one of our employees. Is this legal? Of course it's legal. Anything legal if you've got a contract says it's legal. That's the syndicate motto. Why would they sign the contract? Because there's no such thing as a free lunch. They needed financial assistance, so we provided it. You should be congratulating them for pulling themselves up by their bootstraps. Did you force them to sign? Force them? Of course not. It's not like we force them to borrow money from us, right? And I assure you, our loans have very reasonable interest rates. I've heard enough. These people should be free. Yeah, these people should be free. And what about our freedom, huh? The right to free enterprise. The free market. I think I'll just kill you. Yeah, fuck you, you little cunt. I think I'll just kill you. Are you sure about that? The man remains smiling, but something in his eyes sends a shiver down your spine. I'm sure you could kill me quite easily. I don't even carry a gun. But are you really prepared to take on the entire syndicate? I'll just kill you. Yeah. Why don't you think this through? Seemingly out of nowhere, two comically large goons flank the receptionist. Unlike the receptionist, they're very much armed. Maybe we should talk this out. I'll deal with the syndicate later. Eat lead, punk. We can quick battle these fuckers. Nice. Chop them to pieces. Human resources liberation. Having slaughtered the slavers, you make your way to the back room. Sure enough, you find an alarming number of people confined with manacles and cages. You tell them that you're here to free them, but they remain quiet and wide-eyed, perhaps fearing that this is some sort of trick. Only after you begin unlocking the cages and chains do they break their silence, both begging and thanking you. Stretching across an entire wall are rows of filing cabinets, each of them filled with these horrid contracts. It takes some time to sort through it all, but you manage to give each slave their respective contracts. What they decide to do with the contracts and with their lives is now for them to decide. You're free. Human resources, a straggler. Most of the liberated slaves thank you profusely, then run off into the night, but one stays behind. I don't really have anywhere else to go, and you seem like nice people. Can I come with you? So long as it's your choice. We don't have space, though, in the truck. That sucks. Trucker has joined. How has the trucker joined when we don't have enough space? There is no space in your truck. Your new crew member slave will be waiting for you at the apartments in Bright Hope. Nice. Okay, that's what happens. Okay, so we've got another person in Bright Hope. Awesome. We can check out slaves' stuff when we get back to... stats when we get back to Bright Hope. Look at that, chat. Look at all the stuff that we've got stored there now. 13,000 fuel. Fucking 3,000 nearly ammo. Load of med kits. 50 building materials. Where's scrap? I can't see scrap in there. Scrap. Somewhere in the middle. 10,000 scrap sitting there. And then all the other random shit that we have to sell as well. Got a slave in the apartments. We've now got our own personal slave residing in our apartment, chat. We can turn them into a sex slave or a drink slave or a cooking slave or a house cleaning slave. Any kind of slave we want. We've got our own personal slave. Fucking awesome, chat. We are minted. We are rolling in it. We are the Don now. Alright. What's our relations with Syndicate? Still 26. That's cool. So the Syndicate didn't even care that we killed the slavers. Right, let's get out of here. Let's head back. Let's go do the side mission. Was that everything? Repair shop. Yeah, that's everything. I'm sure the Syndicate will send people after us at some point for killing the slaves, but we're powerful enough to deal with them at this point, so shouldn't be a big issue. Killing the slavers, even, I should say. I'm surprised we didn't get virtue points, actually. We should have got our virtue up for freeing those slaves, in my opinion, anyway. Our virtue's not that high. 6 on Warhorse, for example. Everyone could have easily got a couple of virtue for freeing the slaves, in my opinion, but they didn't, so... That was a shame, but we did get a free slave out of it. Car's driving too fast for us to catch it. Tiger Baum. You have arrived in Tiger Baum. Before the collapse of the tunnel leading to Staunch City, many miners in the volcanic zone came here to purchase heated plasters for easing muscle pain. Puff pain. Okay, side story. Friendos, Customerino. Arriving in the nearest underground city, you can find... How is that the nearest underground city? There were so many that were closer. Alright, whatever. You reach out to a local food packaging facility owned by the syndicate. Above ground, you say. The rotund boss narrows his fox-like eyes. Tell your friends we'd be happy to work with them. We've been looking for a supplier like this. So, it's a deal? Okay, building bridgeos. Indeed it is. Ah, I almost forgot. He rummages through a filing cabinet, pulling out a thick stack of papers. We'll need a contract, of course. Once your friend signs this, we'll be in business. Okay, so we need to take that back to... not that. Not that. Oh, where's Elysium? Oh, yeah, we haven't been there yet. Oh, yeah, we need to go... That's... Yeah, we're going there for the President's mission. That's why we haven't done that mission yet. Okay. Where is the... Oh, building bridges. There it is. You've negotiated a contract with the Syndicate. Time to bring it back to the Strange Hunter. Friendo Farmo on the surface. Okay, good. Store abundant items. Ore. Do we need ore? Did we pick up a timed task for ore? No. Okay. Bar. Not bar, sorry. Store. We will stock up on an ointment while we're here because it's useful. 79. Scarce items. We'll sell some shit and rob them of all their money. Or not rob them, but you know what I mean. Rid them of all their money. 75.6. Upsell that. Honey, sell a couple of them at 180. Rawhide, pork. Yeah, well, actually we don't want to sell pork. That's fine, that'll do. Bar, any work for us? Delivery from the Scholar. Caliente is buying art for 5k. Isn't that like down south somewhere? We could do that. We just come down this way and go here instead of coming this way. How long does it have? 93 days? Yeah, we'll do that. No problem. And then a delivery from this person. Sweet Steep. Oh, just here. How much is it for? It's not worth it. Even though it's like literally next to it. Maybe we'll do it. Yeah, fuck it. We'll just head into Sweet Steep quickly next turn. Next episode. Yeah, we'll take that. Sweet Steep, get task. Cool. Do we need the inn? No, we visited the store. Who's this guy? Come on, man, I ain't eaten in days. Okay. Spare any change? You got 2 hands and feet, don't you? Get a job. Oh, we don't actually have any rations because we cooked all our rations. So you can't give him rations, but let's give him 1,200 scraps, see what he says. Yay, we gained a virtue. You make a big show of giving a donation to the beggar. You get a few approving nods and smiles. Your reputation improves. Yeah, we can spare the money. Can we give him more? Yes, you can buy virtue. For 1,200 scrap, we can just buy virtue on everyone. That's pretty good. Is there a limit? Doesn't look like it. There's no limit. We can just keep going. If your attack is lower than your opponent's, you risk getting wounded whenever you launch a melee attack. Your chance of getting wounded depends on the difference between the enemy's attack and your defense. Good to know. I think I knew that before anyway, but whatever. I'm just going to buy virtue with all the scrap we have left, because why not? What happens if you give him the second one, actually? What happens if you just give him 300 scrap? Machinist, so one random person gets virtue. That's fine. So we've got 24 virtue, 25 virtue, 6, 7, 22, 1 on puppet, 15 on intellectual, and 4 on the robot. Interesting. Okay, cool. So we're just going to head to Sweet Step in the next episode to start off. So we'll go to Sweet Step. We'll then come all the way back round to Sakura Pond Station, head to the surface, go to the friend guy, the friendly hunter, hand in the contract mission, then come all the way back down to here, go above ground, go do the merman side mission, pick up the 2 cores that are nearby the station, and then we will come down and go back to Bright Hope, and then depending on the time, probably end it there. To be honest, that'll probably be an hour. And then in the episode after that, we'll come to Elysium and do the ruin and do all the missions in Elysium. But yeah, guys, that's it for this episode. Thank you all so much for joining me today. I hugely appreciate it as always, and I hope you're still enjoying the show as much as I'm enjoying playing. I'll be back tomorrow morning with a fresh episode of Dustland Delivery for you all to check out, so stay tuned for that, and hopefully I will see you all there. If not, I'll try and catch you in some other content I produce. I try and make content every single day now, so Sal, wait till next time.